Brian Wilson Kernighan is a Canadian computer scientist who worked at Bell Labs alongside Unix creators Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie and contributed to the development of Unix. He is also co-author of the AWK and AMPL programming languages. The K of K&R C and the K in AWK both stand for Kernighan. Since 2000, Brian Kernighan has been a professor at the Computer Science Department of Princeton University, where he is also the Undergraduate Department Representative. Kernighan's name became widely known through co-authorship of the first book on the C programming language with Dennis Ritchie. Kernighan affirmed that he had no part in the design of the C language. He authored many Unix programs, including ditroff and cron for version 7 Unix. In collaboration with Shen Lin, he devised well-known heuristics for 2NP complete optimization problems, graph partitioning and the traveling salesman problem. Kernighan was the software editor for Prentice Hall International. His software tools series spread the essence of C Unix thinking with makeovers for BASIC, Fortran, and Pascal, and most notably his RATFA was put in the public domain. He has said that if stranded on an island with only one programming language it would have to be C. Kernighan coined the term Unix and helped popularize Thompson's Unix philosophy. Kernighan is also known as a coiner of the expression, "What you see is all you get," which is a sarcastic variant of the original, "What you see is what you get." Kernighan's term is used to indicate that WYSIWYG systems might throw away information in a document that could be useful in other contexts. Kernighan's original 1978 implementation of Hello, World was sold at the algorithm auction, the World a Euro unregistered trademark's first auction of computer algorithms. Early life and education. Born in Toronto, Kernighan attended the University of Toronto between 1960 and 1964, earning his bachelor's degree in engineering physics. He received his PhD in electrical engineering from Princeton University, where he has held a professorship in the Department of Computer Science since 2000. Each fall he teaches a course called Computers in Our World, which introduces the fundamentals of computing to non-majors. Summary of achievements: the AMPL programming language, the AWK programming language, with Alfred Ahu and Peter J. Weinberger, and its book The AWK Programming Language, ditroff, or device-independent troff, which allowed troff to be used with any device, the elements of programming style, with P. J. Plauger, the first documented Hello, World program, in Kernighan's A Tutorial Introduction to the Language B, RATFA, Software Tools, a book and set of tools for RATFA, co-created in part with P. J. Plauger, Software Tools in Pascal, a book and set of tools for Pascal, with P. J. Plauger, the C programming language, with C creator Dennis Ritchie, the first book on C, the EQN typesetting language for troff, with Lorinda Cherry, the M4 macro processing language, with Dennis Ritchie, the PIC typesetting language for troff, the practice of programming, with Rob Pike, the Unix programming environment, a tutorial book, with Rob Pike. Why Pascal is not my favorite programming language, a popular criticism of Niklaus Wirth's Pascal. Some parts of the criticism are obsolete due to ISO 7185. The criticism was written before ISO 7185 was created. Writings: The Elements of Programming Style with P. J. Plauger, Software Tools with P. J. Plauger, the C programming language with Dennis M. Ritchie, Software Tools in Pascal with P. J. Plauger, the Unix programming environment with Rob Pike, the AWK programming language with Alfred Ahu and Peter J. Weinberger, the practice of programming with Rob Pike, AMPL, a modeling language for mathematical programming, Second Ed with Robert Forer and David Gay, D is for digital, what a well-informed person should know about computers and communications, the Go programming language with Alan Donovan. References. External links: Brian Kernighan's homepage at Princeton U, Brian Kernighan's homepage at Bell Labs, Why Pascal is Not My Favorite Programming Language, a Euro by Brian Kernighan, AT&T Bell Labs, April 2, 1981, Leapin and Try Things, a Euro interview with Brian Kernighan, a Euro on Harmony at Work blog, October 2009. An interview with Brian Kernighan, a Euro by My iBudou, for PC Report Romania, August 2000, transcript of an interview with Brian Kernighan at the Wayback Machine. Interview by Michael S. Mahoney at the Wayback Machine. Video. TechNet cast at Bell Labs, Dennis Ritchie and Brian Kernighan. Video. Assembly for the class of 2007, D is for Digital and Why It Matters, A Descent into Limbo by Brian Kernighan. Photos of Brian Kernighan, works by Brian Kernighan at Open Library. Video interview with Brian Kernighan for Princeton Startup TV. The setup, Brian Kernighan.